Yeah. I swear to God, Aaron, if you don't answer me. Well, he is a battle, Jasper. I am getting feedback from someone. Hello? I think it's Brian. Relatively certain Brian has Matthew has headphones on, so he won't have feedback. I can't figure it out right now, but I will. Oh, actually, shit, I do know what it is. Mute. I had both of the streams open. Or I had the stream open on. He lives with Brian. He's Brian's son. Yeah. And Iris is joining us as well. She's Brian's daughter. If you want to feel sorry for someone, please feel sorry for her. The fuck was that? All right. So oh.
Aaron, you're going to catch up with me with gray hair on your face.
How about that?
That's the weird thing is my mustache started turning gray before my hair did. That's weird.
I'd take it if I got to keep that beautiful mane you've got.
Hey, it's getting up there. It's climbing.
Time to go gray.
All right. I think we've worked out all the kinks. What it leaves us with now is hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Jasper's Idiots. We have finished up with the what we're calling the Incompetent Seven series, which is the last players, the Incompetent Seven.
How dare you insult me?
And we're starting today on a brand new campaign. A little change to the session. I will not be DMing. That is going to go to Dan. There are some new faces here amongst us. Obviously, you guys still know Aaron. He's still a dick. Brian, he's still fucked hard. But we've got two new little shitheads. We've got Matthew and Iris.
Well, that answers my question about expletives.
Say what?
I said that answers my question about expletives.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah, as long as Brian's good with it.
But I will be interacting with you, chat.
I hope so.
I will be interacting with you, chat, and I'm also going to be producing and changing cameras around for everybody. So,
in other words, he's got all the toys.
Pass over to Dan.
You gonna show him that ugly mug?
No, I have no camera.
We don't need to see that.
We don't want the cameras to break.
Yeah,
that's why you got all new ones. All right. Well,
hold on a second, Dan. I only see two of us wearing the shirts that I got for everybody. I know Aaron's don't fit him, so he has an excuse. Brian?
It's upstairs. I forgot about it.
I could wear it. It really shows off the guns.
There you go.
You mean those guns? Not bad for a 63-year-old man.
Mine's in the wash. I wore it earlier this week.
Oh, sure. That's what they all say. Okay, how do I do this?
All right. Well, with that being said, hopefully the stream can hear us okay. And yeah, Happy New Year. Hello to everybody. And without further ado, a little backstory to kind of set the tone for the world that we are in. It's 5 years. 5 years have passed since the Incompetent Seven successfully closed the list of their shortcomings and shenanigans. They were a beacon of hope for the people of Skyeria and Aethel. The threat of demons pouring into the mortal realm was destroyed and the citizens rejoiced. However, the joyous time of peace and celebration was short-lived. The world of rule has fallen into despair. Famine is widespread, and the drums of war are louder than ever. Resources are becoming scarce. Blight and disease are running rampant. Natural disasters are unnaturally common. And life as we knew it is but a recent memory, as friendships are strained and alliances are on the brink of collapse. What befell the Incompetent Seven nobody could have foreseen. When King Israfel and the people thought they could look to their champions once more, the consequences and burdens had already taken their toll. Jasper was lost to the Shadowfell, not to be seen or heard from again. Hornan couldn't bear the loss of Jasper. Upon the dejected return to Whitewall, and to Hornan's dismay, Princess Arnara was kidnapped by an unknown group. This drove Hornan into a fit of rage, and he promptly stormed out to rescue her. As you'd expect, Hornan used his mouth and deceitfully talked his way in and ultimately usurping leadership of a bandit cult with the princess at his side. After displaying such deception and trickery, however, he caught Sirik, the Prince of Lies' attention. Sirik himself used his forked tongue to turn Hornan onto the same traitorous and murderous path. Connor fell into an inescapable abyss of anguish after losing his last known family member. Zariel quickly swooped in and seduced him with thoughts of battle as a means to unleash his agony. However, this proved to be only temporary. Connor turned to even darker methods, seeking vengeance against the world that wronged him. He's vowed to release the same pain and suffering unto the realms. Nobody knows what became of Gorf at the portal within the Kildar Mountains, but Dorf was distraught at the loss of his best friend and cousin. Equally unsatisfied with the spoils of his recent adventures, he turned to a life of greed and crime. Utilizing his great strength and newly found thievery skills, he asserted his way into leading one of the thieves' guilds. Amid all the chaos, Victorium vanished without a trace, but is believed he returned to his home in the 6th level of Hell to continue fighting in the Blood War. As for Carnelia, she succumbed to her haunted reality as the burden of the flesh mask and time in the Shadowfell proved to be too heavy. Her faith in gods failed her, and she now embraces undeath, waging a new war upon the living in Negrios. But do not fret, my dearest players and listeners, this story is still one of hope. In all his wisdom, King Israfel created the Adventurers Guild, from which to find the realm's next great heroes. Guild offices have been opening in cities and towns across the land. From bustling capitals and boroughs to rural farming villages, nobles, clergymen, local militias, and the everyday citizen can apply for help, so long as they have the coin. Offers of gold, glory, and power attract enthusiastic adventurers from all walks of life, who will prove themselves worthy in earning the people's faith and the king's trust. That said, our story begins in Skyria, capital city of Whitewall, and the location of the Adventurers Guild headquarters, where a fated few individuals were unsuspectedly thrown together to begin their trials and tribulations. How will they overcome their own demons, along with the evil stirring and the perverse world rule has become? So with that, yes, you can see the Adventurers Guild. Each of you have already written your backgrounds, and this is where our story will begin. All of you are new and have made your way to the Adventurers Guild, and from there, I will introduce you to a little bit about the Adventurers Guild. As you're all there, it's about mid-afternoon, about between 12 and 2 p.m. As you are making your way in, there are many adventurers gathered round to hear stories of enemies he's slain. He clearly loves the attention and shows no signs of fear or doubt in his abilities. You can hear the obnoxious confidence permeate the room. As the energetic crowd hurls insults and disbelief at his tales, Taurus takes it all in stride, whipping back in a condescending tone. Clearly doesn't step down from a challenge, but is known to have good intentions. Uncharacteristic of a paladin, his boasting and demeanor comes off self-centered. Looking him over, he's donning a glowing plate mail, and you ask yourself how he's able to wield such a large sword that's about 5 to 6 feet long while holding such a large tower shield. Tower shield's emblazoned with a pair of hands crossed and bound with a blood-red cord. You notice the bright yellow pendant hanging from his neck. He is one of the highest-ranking adventurers in the guild. To his side is one of the most beautiful women you've ever laid eyes on. She's a tall, slender woman with long, dark hair that faintly glows orange, wearing a dark blue cloak covering her fair skin. Her fire-red eyes catch your attention as they appear to be ablaze. She's sitting, legs crossed, at the table behind Taurus, showing no interest for the attention and rowdiness surrounding their table. She's intently reading a scroll while weaving a flame between her fingers. She too wears a bright yellow pendant around her neck and is also one of the highest-ranking adventurers in the guild. Through all the ruckus, somebody or a female voice rings out. She is coming out of the back room. From the picture there, you can see kind of a bookcase through the doorway. She knocks a stack of papers over on the desk, and the one next to her barks at her to pick them up and keep them in order, and Aaliyah complies unfazed. Aaliyah is the quieter of the two and looks like she's still trying to get a handle on things. Regardless of the chaos, she moves along almost magically with a smile on her face. She stops for a moment as she notices your new faces entering the guild and waves you over. As she waves you over, she does politely ask if you could seat yourselves at the table in the next room. From there, she hands each of you a paper that reads the Adventurers Guild registration. And then, signals with her hand to take a seat. She hands you each scroll and a pen for you guys to then fill them out. And from here, once Marshall is ready, I would like everybody to introduce their characters, and we'll get moving from there.
Hello, I am Josh Vanguard.
Oh, hold on. He doesn't have it up yet.
Oh, does he have something recorded or a video or something? There it is.
So the stream can see it as well.
So do we read that off of there, or just...
Sorry, our rookie cards.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. Yes, you will be reading directly from here.
Okay. I don't have no writing on. There it is. It's a little slow on download.
That is
Joss.
just animated
Joss.
so you can read it as he clicks through.
I'm Joss Vanguard. I am a half elf. My age is 62. My profession, I am a ranger. Looking to be a beastmaster. I was a commoner mentored by the great beastmaster himself, Eldarin. We were ambushed by a gang of hobgoblins while training, and Eldarin was slain before my eyes. I quickly fled to the damn Dawn-Crisp Mountains. In my grief, I befriended a wolf that I named Wildwind. I am now in search of riches. My interests are avenging Eldarin's death and killing goblins and hobgoblins throughout the realms. My goal? Basically supporting my family so they no longer struggle as I did. My father ran away a long time ago to adventure and never showed back.
I am Acton, half orc. I was a fighter. I will fight no more. Am I literally reading the thing, or are we doing a character thing? Oh, okay.
Yep. Characters, yeah, reading and introducing you
All right,
as
all
your
right.
character.
Gotcha.
Hello, McFly!
Former soldier for the armies of Utra. I have cautionary tales and inspiration from days in battle and observing the horrors of war with the brutes in Aethel. I have left the fighting to retrieve my honor. My honor is all that I have, and I am seeking to redeem myself in my own fashion.
My name is Morgana Steamsparker.
You gotta sit up a little bit.
My name is Morgana Steamsparker. I'm a wood elf, 25-year-old wood elf. I'm a cleric. I grew up as a lonely child with my father and adopted sister from a small elfin town in Athil. I was drawn to the church for answers to my torment, as there must be a god out there who is challenging me. I now accept this challenge and seek adventure and friendship to accomplish my goals. My interest is to protect the innocent, and my goal is to become a stronger person.
Hear, hear.
Welcome, Morgana.
My name is Carwin. I'm a female elf, 20 years old, and I am a rogue.
You have very deep voice for a woman.
Growing up on the streets, I got used to stealing as a way of survival. I've decided to join the Adventurers Guild as means to turn the page on a new life and as a way out.
Oh, watch your pockets.
I'm interested in making new connections and to be rich and wealthy in order to provide help to those who are in need.
My name is Raiden Hellchaser. I'm a human, age 26. Profession is a cleric. Throughout my childhood in Haberton, I often saw the white sentinels patrolling the town and nearby roads, inspiring me to join the Scuria military. I left the service as I felt helpless and incapable of protecting and healing my brothers in arms. I miss the camaraderie and seek adventure.
Camaraderie, my man.
Interests are padding my coin purse. Goals overcoming the mental trauma from my service in the Royal Army.
All right.
Welcome, everyone.
Thank you and welcome. With that, Arya returns to the table. She asks each of you for your registration. She's got some paperwork to finish, and she quickly runs off into the other room. In the midst of that, Arya, she's the older two of the receptionists at the front desk. She's a pretty girl working at the guild, very bubbly and energetic. With that, as she returns, a large, tall drink of water makes his way through the guild. From the scars on his face and arms, you can tell he has spent his days in battle. The look in his eyes as they dart across the room, you can tell he's not one to take lightly. As he's walking around, those not too drunk to notice quiet down and look away as not to draw his attention. The barmaids and girls at the front desk work feverishly in hopes of not getting scolded. His name is Vane Muskrath. He clearly runs a tight ship, but the guild has gained quite a reputation across the realm as he is intent to keep it that way. Takes shit from nobody and will quickly throw you out if he so chooses. He always has the last word. Millie is a barmaid. She is young and pretty and busty at that. She ignores the calls and attention she garners from the guild patrons. You can see the annoyance in her face as she rolls her eyes, but she cleverly claps back at Pass's maid with a flirty smile and laugh as she bends over the table delivering cups of ale. She stops by your table, and she is going to provide you guys with the menu. And I am uploading that to you now, and then kindly leans over and asks if you guys would like anything to drink or eat. Yep.
I'm looking.
We're looking.
I'm trying to find it, Marshall. You shush it.
Water will be sufficient for me. I have no money.
You have no money. I could spot you some gold pieces if you would like something.
That is up to you. I will not owe.
Josh want red wine. That's all I want.
Hang 2 gold pieces. You do with it as you please.
Same here.
I'm going to hand the 2 gold pieces to Millie and tell her to get everybody whatever they want. I'll have a water and a vegetable soup.
Take a water and some jambalaya.
All right. Millie quirks back to Carwyn saying, ordering the jambalaya, you are not allowed to stay here tonight, honey. Any other orders before she runs off?
Why serve it if you don't want us to stay?
On ale.
All right, with that, she tears off to go get your guys' order.
How many silvers per 1 gold? 10?
Yes. All right. As she's running off into the room, you hear a hearty female voice. And then from the far end of the room, you see female dwarf, short as she is. You can see she actually is wearing a pot on her head. She walks out, again, wearing a cooking pot on her head, and she's carrying a tray of ales, yelling something back at somebody. You can make out, "Shut up, Gomley, or you'll get no pie." In return, Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Did she say goblin?
You're gonna listen to the pothead?
In return, you hear another haughty dwarf quirk back. He comes around the corner carrying a large spoon. It's known to make some of the strongest ales you'll ever drink, or so they say. He also cooks up quite the spicy dish. Be warned, they don't call him Iron Gut for nothing. Just don't piss him off, or you'll quickly have his 20-pound warhammer thumping your skull. Millie then returns and serves you guys' drinks. And if there's any conversation you all would like to have, or, to get a little more familiar with each other, feel free. Anybody? Any takers?
Acton's quietly eating his soup, kind of keeping an eye on everybody.
What a bunch of old timers over here, I swear.
I have nothing to say.
Wisdom is bought with age, young one.
Maybe. You shall see.
I just want to kill goblins.
This is true. Some make a bad deal and get less wisdom for their age than they should.
All right. Arya returns to the table that you're sitting at, informs you that you are all being placed together as a group due to recent events. They are no longer creating smaller teams of adventurers. With that, she is also providing each of you with a necklace with a tin arrowhead. This is indicative of what rank you are in the guild. You are new, so you are considered tin rank. With that, she is also providing a potion of healing, given the circumstances. That has already been added to each of your inventories, needn't add or do anything further there. With that, she does discreetly hand you your first assignment that is titled Help in Lirin. Finding my notes.
Where is Lirin?
Well, Lirin is northwest of the city of Whitewall, where you sit.
That was Carnelia's little fief that we visited once or twice. Had the place that made the red glass. Lots of wheat. Oh.
My character doesn't know that.
Oh. Sorry.
We're new characters, Aaron.
Yep, it's all good.
I'll get there. It's been 2 weeks and I was bad at it then.
Oh, good.
All right. On the scroll, which I actually didn't make, but Dravik Dungshoes in Lirin is requesting the help of local adventurers to take out a small cave of goblins that have recently made it their home. Ever since they arrived, they've had their livestock stolen or killed over the last fortnight. The guards aren't much help. They're angry at us because we can't feed them like we usually can, let alone there isn't anybody leading things around here. And with that, it is...
What does this job pay?
So the pay, as was provided, it will be 63 copper per individual.
Not much, but it's better than nothing.
Has anyone spoken with these goblins to see why they need to steal this livestock?
Don't care. I kill them. Doesn't matter.
There are no notes. That is basically what the work order requests. The Adventurers Guild, or Arya, for that matter, doesn't have any more information. She basically just provides, we accept the work orders as the requests come in, so long as they can pay the administrative fee and provide some offering of food, of payment. In this case, they are, or Dravik is offering a day's ration as well as part of payment. But yeah, what they were able to give us basically amounts to 63 copper per person. Any further questions, you would have to ask him.
What direction do we need to head?
Liren is about a 2-hour walk northwest from the city gates.
And you said it's afternoon?
Yes, by this time it is about 2 p.m.
I'm ready to go now.
All right, so for those that did order food before you take off, I do ask that you remove the 3 copper Raiden, the 2 gold, 1 gold for the wine joss, and once we're all square, you can
I
up
removed
to you
all
guys.
mine. I moved the 3 gold from me.
The wine was 2 silver.
What did you order?
Or yeah,
Inventory?
So now I have 9 gold and 8 silver.
How many gold did you take up? Let's hit 2. And then remove. There you go. Okay, we're squared away, I think.
all right.
Often my food's done. I'm good to go whenever.
Does everyone have food? We don't know how long we'll be on the road.
Yes, I have food.
I'm
Liren
fine.
is not far. It is populated. I'm sure there's food if we need it.
You just never know.
All right. Any, have 2 hours if anybody wishes to partake in conversation. Get to know each other. Anything.
Are we still in the guild?
That's up to you guys.
I'm walking out.
I leave.
I'm heading with Carwin.
Heading with Carwin.
I do not like buildings.
I suppose this is a good enough reason to get out in the world.
Yes.
All right. So are you guys going to head to Liren then?
Who all is from Whitewall? I'm from here.
I am not.
I'm not either.
I am from nowhere.
Well,
I'm from here, there, and a little bit everywhere.
Oh, Carwin, which way would be most efficient?
it's northwest. Is that correct, Dan?
Yes.
Yes, northwest.
Yes.
Okay. Any conversations that anybody would like to have?
I will go forward ahead of us, and you will not see me because I will not be on trails. I will always be in the woods or in the tree lines or in the bushes. Just to let you know.
Well, that's rude.
But I will
Okay.
I will hear every word you say.
What do you guys do for fun?
I kill goblins.
Nothing.
He likes goblins, apparently. What do I do for fun?
Yeah,
You don't want to know.
but I do.
So mysterious.
What made you guys join the guild?
You already said what made us join the guild.
I'm looking for
Just
answers.
looking for.
Not bad.
It's okay if you want to ask for more information. I kept the registrations a little short, so that way you guys can add to your backgrounds any further than what you've already written.
Do a little ab-libbing.
Yep.
I had tired of fighting. I'm looking for a new path. Figured that joining this guild would take me places, meet people.
I'm just
Have
looking
adventures.
for friends.
I don't have friends.
Are you
I'm
sure
looking for
about that?
something to do to make up for my past.
And line your pockets, as I recall.
Yes.
I'll remember to keep my pockets away from you.
Says the rogue.
We all need to watch our pockets from you.
Dang.
Just a title. Reach in people's pockets. Stuff just happens to fall out of their pockets.
Sure.
All out, huh?
Sure. Yeah, you say that.
It's not my fault it happens when I'm walking by.
It's easy to pick up a coin purse once the strings are cut.
I don't do that.
Sure.
Maybe.
Maybe somebody else does that.
Me.
It's not me?
I'm a cleric. Why would I do that?
I'm suspicious.
What? Oh my goodness.
You're the one that mentioned lining his pockets.
No, that was you.
No, you said pad your coin purse.
Scandalous.
As in, I would like some money to get me a place so I could settle down.
That's not what it sounded like.
That's not what it sounded like.
Coming from the rogue.
Are you following? Are you my echo? I don't even know you. Who are you?
A person.
We are a team
Obviously.
now.
I'm a person, that's what I am.
Damn clerics.
Hey, what about us clerics?
Yeah, what about us clerics?
I'm holy.
Yeah.
I never said anything about that.
I'm just here for no reason apparently.
Okay, Marshall, you shush it.
Is anyone else hearing a strange voice?
Oh, I don't hear voices.
I hear nothing.
You all hear voices, you crazy.
He was talking about Marshall.
I know.
All right. Well, as the party approaches the farming town of Lirin, also known as the breadbasket of Skyeria, you can see it's fallen on hard times. The windmill, as you're entering the city, is splintered apart. There's pieces all over the ground. Many of the fields are barren or fallow. The bustling activity you'd expect to see in the streets is replaced by some downtrodden conversations about broken tools, the plague, and a wave of other problems. Not a single smiling face. There isn't even a guard or a soldier in sight. Nobody even takes notice of your arrival. Off in the short distance, however, you can see what appears to be a small fort, but there's not much activity as far as you can tell.
I'll walk up to the first person I see and say, "What happened here?"
Is this all from goblins?
This is all not from goblins. We've been dealing with a lot of pain. Many people have died. The soldiers and the White Sentinels are not here much anymore. Many have been moved to the borders for sake of the orcs and the other evils that are trying to invade the country. Many people die at their bedsides, if not in the streets, from the plague. Farmers can't even farm. Now the mill's broken. We can't even make grain. All the tools are breaking. There's no good farm hands, and nobody can take care of their fields.
Sounds like there's magical foul play.
Doesn't sound very good at all.
Sounds terrible.
How far is the fort from us?
The fort is just an eye shot away. You could walk up to it. It's just off on the hill in the distance. You could probably make it there in like 10-15 minutes.
It smells stinky.
Oh, somebody did eat the jambalaya.
You said the guard is not here much. Is there anyone at the fort?
There is, but nobody really comes in or out outside of the the squads or platoons that come back from the front lines. Nobody's really leading here anymore, so we're all left to our own devices. The local guard and the White Sentinels, again, they're very little help or don't care what's going on here.
So you think just the plague is doing this, or
There's a lot of stuff in play. Like I said, many people have died because of the plague. For those that can do anything, they've left. And those that have stuck it out around here, as you can see, everybody's just trying to make ends meet.
I'm searching for footprints or anything like that as far as goblins, what's been in town besides the humans or people that actually live there.
Does
Being
anybody know where the goblins come from?
Yeah, well, to answer the question, there are far too many footprints and tracks through town to make any discernible evidence or clear indication as to where they come from. What you need to do is essentially track down Dravik and have a conversation with him. Or if you wish to head out to the fort and see what's up out there.
Go to fort.
I'm not gonna do a fort.
I'm gonna ask.
to the fort.
I'm gonna ask the person. We were hired by a man named Dravik. Is he near?
Yes, Dravik. He is. He's just off to the west here a little bit, and he just points you off to your right, technically, from the way you guys came into town. He's got the back. He is the farm owner. He's the last farm on the right down the road.
Should we not attempt to fulfill our contract? It may take us to the fort anyway.
Yes.
I'm good with that.
All right. So as you guys make your way down the road, again, not much activity. It's just really barren, dilapidated. Everything's just kind of run down. Because again, everything's kind of barren or fallow, and just kind of in disrepair. However, as you're approaching, where'd he go? An average height, middle-aged man, human, comes walking down as he notices the ragtag group that are unfamiliar faces to town. He appears meager, a meager sort at first glance, but he is far bigger as he approaches the party, carries himself with a sense of pride.
Hello, good sir. Is your name Jarvik?
Yes, I am Dravik.
I heard that you need some help here. We're from the Adventures Guild.
Ah, yes, so you come as it relates to the help that we require. We've been tormented by a group of goblins over the last couple weeks. They showed up because the guards are not worth their salt here anymore. They're very angry with us because we can't feed them like we used to.
Just steps forward and asks, which direction goblins go?
So the goblins, they have taken hold. Oh yeah, we did.
We have technical difficulties. Stand by.
What's going on? Oh, never mind. He's back.
All right, let's make sure you can come back and see and hear us.
If not, I might just have him come down here. Matthew.
Are you backing with us?
Yeah, it kicked me out, and then it said interaction is required.
All right.
Don't know what that means.
Nor I. Huh. All right, so
There's that voice again.
hearing voices. It's going crazy.
We're all going crazy.
So, Dravik basically says, with the guards really not being happy with the townsfolk, many of us farmers, we haven't been able to feed and provide them supplies like we used to. Anything that we try to grow kind of ends up either failing, it dies, or our tools break in the midst of trying to, till the ground and plant our stuff. If not so, our crops.
So these guards have just abandoned their charge to protect you.
Essentially, yes. There's nobody really taking charge here. Ultimately, since Roland was killed, Veritin, he's been overwhelmed with everything that's been going on here. Many of the White Sentinels were sent out to defend our borders, and what little we do have is barely enough to get by ourselves. So, trying to supply and provide for our local guards as well as the White Sentinels. They're just angry because they're hungry, they're weakened. They're all the battles that are going on. They're weakened and battered, and we're not able to support them to their liking.
I may rather hunt these honorless guards.
How long has this been an issue here with your farming?
That has been an issue for at least the last 3 years. Our tools have been breaking for a while. The iron's no good. Every time we're lucky enough to get a new tool, it breaks after just a few uses. Iron's been cursed, I tell you.
That's interesting. Okay.
Have the goblins always raided and the guards fend them off, or have the goblins raided more frequently?
So the guards don't do anything about it. We've pled with them, trying to get them to do something, and they just won't. They kind of just shrug their shoulders and say, "Not our problem." Like I
Are the
said,
goblins coming more frequently now?
yes, they have been the last fortnight. And when they come, it's irregular. There's no schedule or anything. It happens at night when many of us are in our beds. And if they're not killing animals for meat, they've stolen some. What happened to them, we don't know. If they're taking them for slaughter, I know I'm missing a few chickens that they've stolen from me. But yeah, anything that we leave out, food-wise or anything, winds up missing by the time we wake up and start our daily duties.
Is there a good accounting of what's been taken and how many goblins there are?
Goblins, no, we don't know. I know there's been a few sightings of at least 2, but if there are more, I couldn't tell you. Like I said, most of us are asleep. They're definitely active or more active at night because it's usually the next day that things appear missing. As far as how much has been stolen, there's been a number of cows slaughtered. One of my counterparts' horses have been stolen. Another has had their chickens stolen along with a hen. Other than that, it's just baskets and crates of food that we were hoping to supply to our fort, our guardsmen.
Is there anyone staying in the fort this time?
There is, but we don't see much movement other than when there are bands of troops coming back from the front line. It's usually not a good time to interact with them because they're angry, but they're also bringing back their dead brothers. If not, they're heavily wounded. There may be a guard usually stationed at the front gates, but I couldn't tell you the last time we've seen Veritin. He hasn't come out. He hasn't spoken to us. He stays. If he's still there, we really don't know. He stays himself in the fort. We don't see or interact with them much at this point.
Do they come in different directions into the town, or do they use a certain path?
Always from the west, from the front lines.
Where was the last raid?
Just 2 nights ago.
Where at?
My farm is where they came in and stole the last 2 or 3 baskets of food that I had.
Do they seek violence, or would they be happy to take their spoils and leave?
At this point, nobody's been killed or attacked by them. It's just basically been our herds and our food.
That's grounds for death.
There's one that steals bread to feed their family doing evil.
They're stealing more than just bread. Are they goblins?
That's what we assume.
Wow. Goblins no good. You have to kill them.
So nobody's technically seen them. They're just assuming it's a goblin.
Yes, a passerby had actually come through the other day and took a look at, and investigated around my farm and said that they looked like goblin tracks. So that's why we believe it is goblins.
I say we go to his farm and investigate. I need to look.
We're at his farm.
We are? We
Who
went
is
to the
this?
farm that quick?
Who is this passerby? Are they still here?
No, they were just coming through town. They were on their way to Port Columsea. Didn't get his name. Is just cloaked figure. I happen to be out and about getting things ready to take it down to the to Whitewall to the Adventures Guild to seek help to get an answer or solution to our problem. And gave him a gold piece to just ask if, after talking to him, he said he had some abilities he might be able to help. So we offered him a gold piece, and he just did some searching and investigations around the farm and basically said it looks like goblins.
So a cloaked passerby, whose name you didn't get and is no longer here, gave you the easiest answer to your problem.
Yes.
Sounds like you could have just windowed you for some money.
We don't know what else to do. We're just trying to get help, and
Okay.
nobody's willing. And that's why we've turned to the Adventurers Guild.
Do you mind if I look around and see if I can do some investigating?
Not at all. Please do.
You paid this man 2 gold pieces?
Just one gold.
Josh
gonna-
wants to investigate the direction they came in and see if he can identify tracks.
I'm going to give this guy a gold piece. You should not have been cheated in this way.
I do not feel cheated, though. He did offer, he spent, a good couple hours searching around. He made us feel like this was, honest work.
Where did they come in at?
They come from the northwest. There's there's a little hilly area, not quite mountainous, but we do know that there is a cave. There's long been a cave that we used to use for storage many years ago that we've not used for a long time. And that's where we believe, based on the stranger's input as to where they came from.
Okay, so what part did they attack on your farm? Where's that at?
Basically just along my house here on the backside, that's where we had the baskets of food.
Okay, I'm
And
go look around.
okay,
I probably don't see it at all.
yeah, let me pull up that.
Josh
That
roll 17
is-
and investigate the direction they come in.
All right. So based on that, yes, you can confirm that it is in fact goblins, or at least goblin tracks. You just as well can tell that there was actually 3 sets of tracks that came in. You can see where they kind of congregated, where they each picked up one of the baskets that Dravik has said were stolen. And then outside of that, you see them kind of all over. The tracks are not in any consistent direction. You can tell that they were snooping around different areas. But when they came upon the 3 baskets of food, that's where they congregated. And yeah, you see where the imprints in the mud where those baskets used to be are all missing.
I'm going to follow the trails when they head back out and see how far they go and where they go, what direction. I'm only going to go out maybe 100 feet. Is it field or does it turn to brush or what?
No, it's just mostly like kind of plains. It's again farmland, so it's pretty flat. Off in the distance as you leave town, there's kind of like a row of trees. Nothing nothing large. It's not like a forest or anything. But yeah, that's when the ground also starts to become a little more hilly. Again, don't want to call it mountainous, but a little bit rocky.
Foothills.
Yeah, foothills. Thank you.
I find the tallest tree around there and climb to the top of it and look out and see what I see.
I will need a perception check.
18.
All right. So what you can see is a lot of what I just described. You can see hills off in the distance. There's plenty of trees. Again, it's not a forest, but it's a healthy bit of treed area outside. Outside of that or beyond that, in that direction, you can see in the far distance, basically, what is the White Sentinel's fort. Small town as well, off in the very far distance, because you can see smoke rising in the air. So you believe it to be another town. And then further off west is just really where it gets rockier, and again, patches of trees and everything else, but there's no discernible activity otherwise.
So the fort's in that direction?
Yes. So the nearby fort, for sake of Lirin, you can make out, again, there's not much activity. You can see that there's one guard just kind of sitting on a chair in front.
But our goblin trail leads in that direction.
In the north, to the northwest, yes.
How many people are at the fort?
The only thing you can see is the one guard, or at least what appears to be a guard sitting on a chair and at the front gate.
Now it may be prudent to visit the fort.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Visit the fort.
We'll go talk to this guard.
I will follow behind. I will watch our back for these goblins.
What time of day is it?
It's about 5 p.m.
I think it's early enough.
Yep, the sun is setting. It's getting, it's starting to become dusk.
I got your 6, man.
Six what?
As you approach the fort, you just hear a voice
You will
boom
get
out.
5.
What do you want?
I want to know why you're letting goblins in this damn town.
Who gives a shit? What do you want?
Give a shit. Letting these people starve.
We're being paid to give a shit.
So? They're not feeding us, and that's what they're supposed to do.
How can they if they cannot get any food?
It's not my problem. It's never been our problem.
Why?
You're rude.
What?
They would be feeding you if they had the supplies.
Well, we can barely keep a good sword together. What good are we going to do?
If the peasants aren't feeding you, how are you eating?
With the crappy rations that we get every couple weeks from Whitewall. It's crap.
I'll take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's better than nothing.
Put food in your belly.
No.
Have you tried to get new weapons from Whitewall?
Anytime we get new weapons, we're lucky if we're able to make it a battle without them breaking.
What's the deal
Has
with
a goblin stolen any weapons?
No, haven't seen a single one.
why is all the weapons breaking?
I don't know.
Where are you guys getting your steel from?
From down south, out of the mountains, as always.
Dwarf, look at their steel. You should be able to determine what's going on with it. Dwarfs are very good with steel. Iron.
That's definitely a Raiden thing, being that you are of the Forge domain, sir.
Do a investigation check on you. Or perception?
Let's see. I will take... What will we can do? Yeah, let's just start with an investigation check.
Should be able to determine something with a forged dwarf. Don't we have? I thought we have a dwarf here.
We do not.
What?
He's a
Wow.
human, but he's of the Forge domain, so he
Oh,
is He is at least familiar with the craft.
Matthew, you rolled the wrong type of dice.
What am I supposed to roll?
Roll investigation.
Investigation check. It's in the middle long columns for it says investigation. Halfway down, should have a +2 or 5 or hopefully a better. It's right underneath wisdom. If you go right down, you'll see all the proficiencies, mods, and skills and the bonuses.
I have a
Go
plus
down.
1 bonus.
+1.
Hit that. Hit the plus.
Hit the +1. It'll roll your dice. There you go. 20. Nice roll.
21.
Nice roll.
Wow. Yep, that is a critical.
Awesome.
So, with that being said, after inspecting the reluctant guard's sword, you do notice that discreetly within the iron that makes up the blade, there is essentially like a green or reddish hue that's embedded throughout the blade. It's very hard to see. But again, given your background and skill, you're able to see that there is clearly something. You can't quite tell what it is. It's not like an acid. It doesn't burn or hurt you in any way, shape, or form. But that it is clearly there's something within the blade that is what's the word? That is basically
Cause it to be brittle.
kind of like degrading. Yeah. So there, imperfections. There's not obvious holes or anything. It's again very hard to see, but you're able to make out that it does create a brittle. Just with enough force of your finger of your hands, you can actually chip off a very small piece of his sword blade.
There is evil afoot.
So, you don't have regular steel.
No, haven't for a long time.
What's causing your weapons to break is something from the mountains that you get it from causes it even the tip of your finger to make it chip.
No, I've never actually bothered or seen somebody do what you just did. But all I know is when the shipments arrive, we go out to battle, and our swords may break, our daggers, our armor, spears will pierce through our plate like it's nothing anymore. This has been going on for years.
Do you have a name of this person that you get your weapons from?
No, they just come from the royal transports.
Sounds like we could investigate into that after we're done with these goblins.
Who purchases your weapons?
From the capital. I don't know.
But I think
So they just send them.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you need to help these people once we're done with these goblins.
How am I supposed to do that?
We will take care of that. We will get you good weapons. Just give us information, and we need to find where this is coming from.
All right, well, there's nothing I can do about it.
Who is in the fort?
Just my boss.
Can we talk to him?
No. No one's allowed in. Because he's dealing with all the other crap that's going on.
What other
No, we need to speak with him.
Oh, I'm not allowed to let you in.
We are here to help.
Well, I don't know who you are. Just some strangers that walked up asking questions. You're lucky I gave you as much info as I did.
I think we need to talk to this guy. I could grapple him. You guys go in and talk to this person. We gotta wait till Aaron gets back, though. Something's not right here. I don't have a good feeling about this. I think it has something to do with this guy, his boss.
I don't think we're going to grapple him.
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty good at grappling.
I have an
You
idea.
persuade.
I have an idea. Just stay here for a little while.
I could go stealth, or Rogue can do his thing.
I'm going to try to do some stuff.
Okay.
Keep this guy.
Something seems fishy inside. That's all.
Keep him distracted.
So tell me, good sir, if we got you good weapons and you could fight, what would be your first thing you would do?
Nothing. Stay
Why?
here and guard because that's what I'm supposed to do.
So you have no other soldiers about? None whatsoever. It's just you and your boss.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem kind of weird
No, we're trying to stave off all the fighting going on.
with just you?
No, not me. All the guys that were sent to the front lines. What don't you get?
So
Hey,
they
Dan.
don't come back?
Only when they're hurt.
I sent you a message, Dane.
I came back from front lines.
I got a 15 on my stealth.
It's just wrong.
How many of your men come back wounded from the front lines?
Is there a
Huge.
window on the side?
No, it's a walled fort. As far as guys who come back, most of them come back. There might be 8 good healthy guys because they're carrying back or on the driving the carts with all the injured or dead.
Is there a back door?
There is no back door, only the front gate.
How many medics come back?
Does a 15 get me in?
It does not,
Does not.
unless you can tell me how you're going to scale the walls.
I have rope. I don't know if I have.
To have a grappling hook attached.
Some Velcro on the end.
He's got spidey hands.
I'm gonna attach a dagger on the end of the rope and try it.
Okay, what's the length of the rope?
50 foot.
50 feet. All right. Okay, well, let's see. Give me a D100 roll, please.
Like that one. 74.
Hey, all right. So, I will say you did get lucky. You do manage to get it caught on something that at least as you pull on it, it feels like it's, held on or rung up on something at the very least that
His
you
name's
feel like
Jerry. He's pissed off.
you feel like you could give it a shot to try climbing, and in doing so, or if you choose to do so, I will need an acrobatics check.
Alright, let's see what happens. That was shit strength. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
All right, yeah. In the hopes of climbing or scaling the wall, your arms do give out, and you fall about after.
Insert Wile E. Coyote scene here.
You fall about 10 feet back to the ground.
Hey, my werecat just showed up.
Alright, well. Is the guard still distracted then?
I've been talking to you as Joss has been talking to him. He's still a kind of grumpy asshole.
I'm gonna try to sneak through the door behind the guard.
The gate is closed. It's an iron gate.
I guess maybe picking the lock's not an option.
It is not.
Okay, maybe we need to knock him out.
Oh, I say let's go follow the footprints of the goblins. Or go to the front lines.
I'm not going to the front lines. That's not where the goblins are.
How do you know what they're fighting?
Well, I'm still not going to the front lines. But I look like I'm built for this
I
shit.
believe they mentioned orcs. I'd prefer to not meet any orcs.
Well, how about we go try to look at this cave where he says they used to store their supplies?
I'm down with that.
Follow the
I do
tracks
not
through.
remember what was on the front lines.
That's
Yeah, it
okay.
was orcs are what was mentioned.
Well, I say let's go back to that guy's farm and follow the tracks from the goblins.
All right. The guard says, "Good riddance. Get out of here."
A good day to you, sir.
Yeah, whatever.
Jackass.
F you, buddy.
Find your honor and help these citizens.
Well,
He has
can't
no
do much
honor.
on a barely full stomach and crappy weapons.
Barely full stomach.
Maybe
You
change
have
your
rations and you have fists.
change your attitude. You might get better weapons.
Find your soldiers' honor.
He has no honor.
Who's that? All right, let's go. I'm leaving.
Josh is
Alright.
already heading out.
I'm heading with the mass of the group.
Headed back to the farm.
You're heading to the farm, not the cave?
Well, I want to follow where the goblin tracks came from the farm back to where they came from.
They went toward the fort. As we're walking back toward the farm,
Were those tracks in the same direction as the fort? They didn't veer off anywhere?
No, so when you looked up, the fort was to your right, and then where the tracks were from behind the farm, they were going that way.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're following the tracks.
okay.
Sorry if that was unclear.
That's what I understood.
With Josh.
I am not convinced that the guards are not stealing the food and framing goblins.
Well, that's why we investigate goblins. There's something fishy in that fort. Will we get in there some?
Possible.
As long as we agree to stay our blades until we have more information.
Agreed.
My blade stays where it is unless somebody gives me a reason to unsheath it.
Goblins are pieces of shit.
I'm
I
here.
killed them.
I
Get your butt out of my face.
All right.
I will put my butt wherever I wish it.
Just don't flaunt.
So
I did not
who?
eat the jambalaya.
Oh, but you did. There will be hell to pay for that later.
I had the vegetable soup.
There's a tale to be told.
So who will be leading the way? Reason being, as I just need, and we'll call it a nature check at first.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. 16.
All right, so no problem. You stay on the trail. You can determine or discern that there are, in fact, goblin tracks leading back in the path that Dravik told you. It is, you do pass through some trees and everything, and shortly, or as you're coming up to the edge of the trees, you can start seeing a hill go up a little ways. It's probably a good 50 or so feet. You do see that there's a cave entrance. Being that it is now about dark time, you can see that you guys do have, let's see, I did not write down who all has dark vision, but no less there is a torch at the or near the entrance of the cave, and you can see the silhouette of one goblin moving around.
I do not have dark vision.
Okay. Well, yeah, so the torch does help, but for those that do have dark vision, you can see the silhouette or a shadow. Basically, there's something moving frequently, and then you can see a body kind of slumped over on a chair. Appears like there is a second goblin asleep.
I'm going to do.
I'd like to sneak up on it.
Yep, I'm going to go with him.
Remember our agreement.
Oh, fuck.
I'm
Never
not
mind.
attacking, I'm sneaking.
All right, so
How
Joss.
fast is this goblin moving?
Well, from your view, you can't tell. You're just basing on what the rest have informed you about, that there's just a body moving about, or what appears to be.
I got a 24.
All right, so give me one sec. Joss, you have studded leather, is that correct?
Correct.
All right, so even though you were near catastrophic failure on your stealth check, it does not catch the attention of the goblins. As for Carwin's roll, you are definitely successfully stealthed. They do not notice your approach.
I have
You
a
said
+5 on stealth too.
One's slunched over, you said, and one's moving around?
Yeah, one appears to be sleeping, and the other one is kind of like fiddling around at the cave entrance.
I'd like to try to stay in the shadows and get as close to the one hunched over as I can.
All right. Well, your stealth check was enough. I accept the continued effort. What would you like to do?
I want to look around and see if I see anything crazy, like any weapons.
Give me an investigation check, please.
No problem. 13.
13. You don't see anything really noticeable other than some basically crude clubs. One is from the other goblin that's actually walking around. He's just like waving it around, just ranting off in goblin. And then the other one, yeah, he's snoozing pretty good, you know, just.
That's some pretty good goblin gibberish right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna come back real quick to them and ask, does anybody speak Goblin in our party?
No.
Nope.
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
Did you actually update or change that?
It's on my sheet.
Where is? The...
Okay, yeah, you're good. I didn't when I looked. Yeah, it's actually on there. Sorry, I just misread it.
Okay.
Can I do a stealth check again and try to advance and see what he's gibberishing about?
Sure. Need another attempt.
All right. 23.
23 is there it goes. Yeah, you are successfully stealth. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna sneak up. I can't really visualize what I'm looking at anyways, for some reason. Where is this like an open camp or is this a cave or what?
Cave entrance.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get up to the side of the cave entrance to get close enough to where I could hear if he's gibberishing about anything important.
So yeah, similar to the previous, you know, he's still stammering around, just complaining. It's like, I wanted that damn chicken, and why didn't I get that damn chicken? This stupid other guy's sitting here sleeping. Like, why didn't I get the chicken? He didn't. He's just sleeping. I'm stuck out here.
And the other goblin's still sleeping, right?
Yeah.
How far apart are they?
Oh, not even 5 feet. Like he's just pacing kind of behind the chair and out to the side of him. And the other, like I said, the other guy, he's just snoozing like nothing's wrong or not a care in the world.
Is there some way I can knock this goblin out and take him back?
I don't know. You tell me. How would you like to try?
Sneak up behind him, put him in a sleeper hold so he can't speak.
Give me a stealth check.
Again. Okay.
I want to see if you stay stealthy enough to stay behind him.
13. Can't roll 2 good ones in a row for some reason.
Oops, that wasn't meant to go to all of you, but yeah. So you do succeed.
So I put him in a sleeper hold. Beanie's a little twert. I pick him up, throw him on my shoulder, and sneak back to our group.
Great. The goblin at the cave entrance is still asleep. Didn't seem to notice anything. And yeah, this guy's knocked out, or at least sleeping pretty good.
I have Goblin. What should we do with him? If it was up to me, he'd be dead right now.
Leave him be. Let's search the cave for the missing food.
There's another one up there, but he's asleep. I say sneak up on him and knock him out too. let's bound this one, tie him to a tree, gag him so he can't make noise.
Excellent idea.
Okay, as we
I
do that,
agree.
I'll sneak
we
back up.
bound
to-
and gag him and tie him to a tree. What was that, Brian?
I'll sneak back up and smack the other guy on the head with my rapier.
Cool.
Alright. Give me a stealth check, please.
And now for a message from people who aren't sponsoring us.
Stay tuned.
All right, is everybody good with that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll grab a drink. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Have me some water. Stop talking with a dick in your mouth.
How long is the break? Minute? 2 minutes?
Yeah, just, no specific time limit. Just as quick as it needs to be.
No, I meant the actual commercial that's rolling.
Oh.
19? You better be getting paid, man.
And 19 what? Oh. Okay. Oh, I will
You
be.
meant 19 commercials left.
Yeah, it's like, holy crap, we're going to be a minute. Quite a few minutes. I'll be right back.
You didn't say 19 seconds. You said 19.
Well, not yet, anyway.
This isn't Wayne's World.
Thing is just junk.
What's junk?
The call head.
No cats allowed. Get out of here, cat. This is not what I drink out of. The hell?
All right. Is it. Are we back from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
I'm back.
And we're back to the exciting adventure.
All right. So, yeah, if you want to sneak up on sleeping guy, I just need another stealth roll.
22.
Oh, yeah, that's way more than enough. So you do successfully sneak up on him. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna take my rapier out and just smack him on the head to make sure he stays out so we can drag him out.
Oh,
All right.
strike.
Yeah, pommel strike. Yeah, he's knocked out.
Somebody stronger than me want to carry this guy out of here?
I can. If I can find him.
A goblin. They're not very big and not very heavy.
Yep.
There's torch. Grab a torch and bring it with you. I'll hold it.
Yeah, well, there's a torch on the entranceway to the cave.
Pick up the goblin and I carry him towards the other goblin.
Alrighty. Yeah, don't need a strength check for that one. Do you guys have rope to bound this one?
Yes, I have some rope.
Yeah, me
Yeah, I
too.
got the 50 feet, so I'll use it if I have to.
Okay.
We used somebody's rope to bind the other one, so may as well be mine.
You don't need a stealth check, son.
I did stealth.
It's okay. Yeah, you didn't need the strength one, just because. Yeah, this guy's knocked out. It'll be all right. All right. So you've got the two tied up. And bound and gagged to trees. What would you like to do?
I want one of them to wake up so I could talk to them.
Well, you can want all you like.
Head inside.
I throw some water in the first one's face.
Let's investigate the cave.
Search around first, and then we can wake them up.
There you go. You guys tell me. I got 3 different things.
I'm going inside to search around and see if I can see more stuff.
Same here.
Going to, I suggest we stealth first. Go take a quick look.
I will stay with these 2. Ensure they don't escape.
I'll stay with the 2 goblins as well.
Rolling shitty dice.
All right,
Plus
so
5 for stealth, and I roll a 4. Unbelievable.
3 of you.
Do I need to roll for stealth since I'm going with them?
You can roll with
You don't wanna
stealth
be-
if that's what you want to. You don't have to roll for stealth, but those that choose to do, go in the cave and roll for stealth. Okay, yeah, that is a definite failure of being stealthy. You kind of stumble into the cave and bounce up against the wall.
That's why you want to be stealthy. You want to announce yourself that you're coming in.
However, in the noise that you do make, there's no response. You don't hear anything as it relates. You guys are at, yes, the opening of said cave. It is dark, but Raiden, if you are taking the torch, everybody can see perfectly fine within a 60-foot radius.
I'm taking the torch so I can see.
Can we see to the back side of the cave?
Not from the entrance, no.
I'm gonna walk up to the opening of the actual cave.
I'm
Oh, we
getting
can-
dizzy.
And then the whole chat barfed.
Right.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm getting dizzy.
For some
How
reason,
big is this cave?
spinning around,
It's cavernous.
and looking upside down.
We're in the upside down.
What type
I
of
have-
vortex are we in?
I'm getting headache.
It's a weird place for a fan. Get me right in the ankles.
Oh, it's gonna hurt.
There we go. He had to unscrew it. I think we need another camera.
You should have 2 of them.
Should have 3 of them.
Okay, so I'm gonna go up to the main part of the cave and see if I see anything.
All right. We'll go ahead and make your steps forward, and I will need an investigation check.
17.
All right. What you do see is pretty much what you can see on the screen there. There's a couple dead bodies. One with its leg torn off and broken. As the guard had actually, kind of gave you guys in detail a little bit, the weapons that these what appear to be adventurers. Their armor has holes in it. They are laying next to broken weapons. There's nothing of use. There's some broken crates, rotten food. You can see some makeshift barricades leading further into the cave. There's nothing of use here. It does kind of stink of death and rotting food.
Rotting flesh.
Well, that's no good.
Rotting food, you say?
Yes,
I guess
sir.
I'm not there at the cave, so I'll keep my opinion to myself for now.
I'm gonna go back out and say there's nothing in here. There's rotting food and there's some dead bodies with. They had armor that had holes and their weapons are broken as well.
Why would the goblins steal food for it to only rot?
So others can't have it.
Sounds like they're greedy.
The goblins, what do you expect?
True.
Was not the first goblin we incapacitated complaining about not having enough to eat.
It's an interesting question. You will have to ask him that. Somebody
Well-
wake him up.
Well, Vanguard, I think it's time you did your business.
Okay, I leave the cave and go back to where the two goblins are tied up.
That's
I
where
shall leave the cave so I am not alone.
Smart.
Are you scared of the dark?
Sounds like it.
I'm a human. I can't see.
Well, he can't see in the dark, so I'd be scared.
That's right.
But I can, so I'm not.
I don't have that problem. I'm sorry. I don't feel bad for you.
Okay, we go back and take a little water and splash it in one of them's faces. The one that I knocked out.
I'm going to stand behind him and look as grumpy as I can.
What? What's going on?
Why are you here? And why are you stealing food from these humans?
We gotta eat.
Why is it rotten? Well, I can't.
Why do you have rotten food then if you got to eat? And that means you don't eat it.
Because food goes bad.
How many are there in the cave?
I don't know how to count.
Is there many or few?
A lot? I don't know.
Why are you here? You don't live here.
Because we
why
need
you-
food. We gotta eat.
Do you kill humans?
We haven't had to. We kill animals. We gotta eat.
Hmm. My brain's not working tonight, guys. Help me out here. Oh,
Yeah. You're
well,
the only one.
I'm repeating everything he says.
Ask him why why they're stealing from other people to eat and let food go bad instead of letting the other people eat the food.
He says because the food goes bad and they have many in the cave. So they're getting more food than what they can eat, basically.
Ask him where they got food before.
Where you get food before you come here? Speak or I cut your tongue out.
That's not nice.
Where's the other goblins?
Oh, don't let the big one hurt me.
Ask him where the other goblins are.
Where's the other goblins? Back in the cave?
In cave. Where else would it be?
Is that all of them?
Yeah. At least those that came with us.
See any more goblins in the cave?
The big
Why are
boss
there
man
more
told us.
dead? Why is there dead bodies in the cave?
Why are there dead bodies in the cave?
Because they come to attack us, so we had to defend ourselves.
So
He
you
keeps
don't attack
mentioning-
humans? You just come and get food, that's all?
Yeah, we steal what we need. We gotta eat.
He keeps mentioning Big Boss Man. Is Big Boss Man a goblin?
Who's your boss man?
Big guy. In cave.
Is he human?
No.
He not goblin for you, big guy.
He's goblin. He's just big one.
He not orc.
Where do you say he goes?
He says he's just big guy, but he's a goblin. Which I don't think. Is he a lizard?
Oh, he's big meat.
You're killing me.
I suppose a goblin would know what a goblin looks like.
I didn't never know there was a big goblin. I thought they were all pretty much the same size.
Hobgoblins.
Where at is he in the cave?
Yeah, hobgoblins are bigger.
I'm
How
not
large is
ignoring you.
cave?
I don't know. It's big.
Is it many rooms?
No.
Just one big room behind little room?
No. There's a couple.
Couple.
His line.
Where's the goblins? Ask him where the goblins are hiding, because I didn't see any more goblins in that cave.
Because they're further back. There's another. There's a passage that goes back further. You didn't see it top left. There's a passage that went. Yeah. See it top left? They got the barriers up, and you can walk in between the barriers. So there's a passage that goes back here, and there's guess there's a couple more rooms back there.
We
Follow
should
the
knock
finger.
him out and go investigate.
Shall we go back in the cave?
Don't let us out here with the goblins.
Somehow,
What would it take for you to stop stealing food from these people?
I say kill them all.
Ask him the question, Vanguard.
What does goblins matter anyways? They're just scum of the earth.
Ask him the question.
What question again?
What would it take to get them to leave?
What would it take to get you guys to leave? We don't want you here.
Bunches of food.
Bunches of food. I would to give you bunches of punches.
No, it's not nice. What we do? We just gotta eat.
I tell everybody they said they want bunches of food for get them to leave. You can't find enough food here, so
How about if I cut your hand off?
have man back here so you cut your hand off.
My dad's character's not a man.
You're gonna make him mad.
Make him mad?
We just go kill all your people then.
Peace, Vanguard. There has to be another way.
Then you learn to speak goblin because I'm tired of this. You guys got to realize all he wants to do is kill goblins because they basically killed his mentor. So that's all he wants to do is kill goblins and hobgoblins.
Who's for going back in the cave?
Me.
Me.
If we're not, I guarantee if we go in there and they see us, they're going to want to attack. But then
Glad
again,
you've never been in the cave.
I'm the only one that can negotiate with him, and he's got a great hatred towards him, so it might not go well. Just for the mental part of that discussion there.
Okay, so what do we do?
Kill them all.
Kill them all. So either we're going in the cave and we're killing them all, or we're negotiating.
Knock the one goblin out, then let's go back in the cave.
Kim, if any of the other goblins speak common.
We don't need to knock him out, just gag him. So he can't scream.
Knock him out just to be safe.
Ask him if any of the other goblins speak common.
Any goblins speak common tongue?
No. I
Not
don't know.
big guy.
I don't
You ever
know.
heard big guy speak other language?
We talk goblin.
So big guy never talked to anything else?
I don't know.
Don't know. That's why you guard, you stupid.
Screw
I don't know
you.
if he's ever met Big Guy.
Maybe there is no big guy.
Okay. I knock him out with
If you don't want to
smack
talk
him in the
about
side of the
it,
head.
we'll see if they speak common.
I smack him in the side of the head and knock him out. Put a gag on him anyways. Okay, I don't get nothing from him. He's stupid. Let's go to cave. That's really hard for me to leave these guys sitting here alive.
Actop, are you coming with us?
I'm going.
I'm going with.
All right, let's go.
Head out.
Keep your hands to yourself, human.
I have to because I can't see.
Some light somehow.
Yeah, I have a torch. That's my only sense of light.
All right, I'm gonna sneak up to the. Try to sneak into the cave more, without being seen.
Alright.
I did the same thing. I rolled 13.
21.
Alright. Well, in any case, both of you do successfully go into stealth, because there's nothing here to see
Easy
or
to
hear
hide
you.
from no one.
Yep.
Yeah. I whisper to Brian, let's go further towards the yes.
I'll head up to the barricades and crouch on this side of it.
All right.
I'll also head up to barricade.
I'll go with because I don't want to be alone.
You stay behind the big guy. You gotta keep our
So-
cleric alive.
Which
We
one?
have 2 clerics.
Oh, yeah, that's
They can
right.
keep each other alive.
Yeah.
All right. I
All
want to
right.
investigate from
You
here.
can keep the other one alive because I'm the tank.
Does this turn? Is there a turn where you can't see around the corner, or how far straight ahead can we see? What's the length of this?
Yeah. So from here, you can see there's a bend and to the left. There will be a map for that. But yeah, from here you cannot see, but just because of the bend that goes to the left.
I want to
Okay.
try to sneak up and look down the bend without actually going in it.
Yeah, I'll stay right behind him with my bow drawn.
All right. So what I will need is an investigation check.
15.
15. Uno momento. Where'd my thing go? Okay, so yep, that passes. So what you do see, there's no light or any activity. But what you did find is basically there is what, for lack of terms, there's an alarm trap. You see a thin rope run across, and then there are essentially bells on each side. So if you were to, have your foot swipe across it, it would ring the bells on each side. If you would like to roll a perception check as well, that goes for both Carwin and Joss.
15.
18.
All right, so Joss is able to hear in the distance. There are a couple more goblins that you can hear in the distance that are arguing over, which I will send to you in. Okay, sorry. They are arguing over who gets the ration.
The chicken. Okay. So Brian does hear this, I hear it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I whisper to Brian what I heard. There's
Okay.
2 goblins up there arguing over rations.
Do
said
the
there was-
old dollar on a string trick. Throw a ration out there with a string and trail it back towards you.
Can you disarm that?
I want to
Brian?
disarm.
All right. For that,
Don't fail.
hold on. I gotta do a quick check.
Should be
Can't remember what that was.
performance. No, not performance. Dexterity.
Yep. Yeah, he's got thieves' tools as well. That's what I was looking for.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, let's just do a dexterity check.
21.
21 does it. How do you wish to describe how you are disarming said trap?
Said it was a string across with bells.
Yes.
I'm going to take my tools out, pull it up, gently put my hands under the bell, and let it rest on the ground.
Okay.
Can't be kicked over.
Alrighty, you are good to go.
Okay. Walk further down.
All right. So as you walk down this tunnel, it does split into 2 directions. One is essentially going to your left, and the other one goes north. So it essentially goes west and north.
I'm gonna catch up to them.
Same.
So we have a Y intersection.
Um,
Oh, okay, yeah,
So you are on the far right here. Yep.
gotcha.
so that's what we only see this part. Obviously, we don't see the actual. Town.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. You don't see the rest of it. I didn't think about that, but
It's okay.
How loud are the goblins now? They sound a lot closer.
well, you guys haven't moved any further, so
Can we sense any air difference from the two?
just that it gets more damp and thicker. The air is not moving as much, so the stench of death and rot is stronger.
I take the paper towel there and I dry the stitch.
um,
You're doing a great job. Don't let them harass you.
all right, I'm gonna roll a perception check. Anything over 10, I'll go to the left.
You guys will get used to my goofiness eventually.
So
These guys are so the two new guys we have and girl. You'll get used to my goofiness.
Yep, you see and hear nothing in that direction.
Okay. Do we need to do a stealth check again? How long has it been? Because I want to go.
Depends on what you do if one's needed.
I want to go up to the opening of the first one that goes west. We go around the bend and the first cavernous
Okay.
off to my left or my right. Then I want to look down.
I'm gonna go to the left.
Actually, that's not where I want to go. I want to go just back where that opening is. Yeah, right
So
there.
the first path. Okay.
Yes, first path.
Now, if you
look down that path,
I need a perception check.
I perceive 11.
Yeah, not much different than Carwin. You don't see or hear anything discernible. There is no real noise. For sake of light, there's no light. You don't see any movement or anything amongst the shadows.
Is there anything on the ground that says that there's traveling through one path over the other?
It's stone floor, so you can't really tell or see anything.
As they go forward and it's obvious they're not seeing anything, I just kind of keep close with them. Stay low and quiet.
Same.
Okay. I go farther south and then go down to the next path opening.
Right. Perception check.
Come on, baby. Yes, 23.
All right. Well, there's definitely more noise here. You can again hear the two voices arguing again. It sounds like they're both like kind of grappling with each other and fighting over something. Like you can kind of hear it ruffling around in their hands, like they're going back and forth. And you're hearing them say, "No, it's mine.
No, it's mine. I got it. I saw it first."
If you're talking, I can't hear you.
I waved to Brian, tell him to come towards me.
Okay.
Sorry, but I can't remember everybody's character names yet.
Brian is Carwin.
Carwin, there's two guys up here. They're arguing. Two goblins. They're fighting over food. I think they're grappling each other.
Stay here for just a second. I'm gonna walk forward and see if I can see anything without being seen.
I was going to do the same thing, but I think we should go up and just jump on them real quick. And
I need a stealth check from Carwin.
Yeah, 11.
All right, your loud voice actually alerted the goblins as you responded to Joss. And you hear the pitter patter of their feet. They both come around the corner, and I need everybody to roll initiative.
well, those three is behind us. They shouldn't be involved at all. You talk about us too, right?
Yeah, but for sake of everybody will have to play catch up from where they're at if they are going to, or if you guys are going to say or do anything about this fight.
I rolled a 20.
All right, hold on. Sorry, I gotta.
Is it safe to say we hear a ruckus from where we are?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
If you would like to all roll perception checks, I will let you know.
I have a 13.
I got 11.
21.
All right, so Acton, yes, you do hear basically the sounds of goblins, like they're responding to the noise that they heard and promptly responding.
Clerics, follow me.
Okay.
Roger.
Oh, don't go that far.
All right, yeah, I was gonna say before you go, let's see.
Big guy, stay at first pass.
So I need initiative from Carwin. Okay, you rolled 13. Sorry, it didn't capture everybody's. I got Morgana's. I need Raiden and Acton's initiative.
Minus 20.
Oh, holy smokes. Guys.
Minus 20.
21.
All right, so.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought mine
minus
is
20.
20.
It sounded like you said minus 20.
Yeah, it did, but I knew what he meant.
My bad.
You can have a turn sometime next week.
Right. Because he's opting to just go last. He's like, who cares?
If there's a minus 20, there's an issue with that.
Yeah.
All right. So
his bonus is minus 18.
That'd be a very big issue.
it is Acton's turn.
I take it I can't see the goblins from where I am.
Correct.
All right.
Yeah, even though the map shows that it's kind of tight, there's enough for you guys to be 2 by 2. That's as wide as it is. Like miniatures 2 by 2. Same with the goblins. So that hallway, yeah, you could exactly how Marshall's putting them. That is actually what I had envisioned.
Well, that means both of us can see them too then. Yeah.
I'm going to tell our clerics that I'm going to defend the opening of this other hallway and that they should go ahead to help the other two.
Roger.
So you are taking a defend action. Acton.
Marshall, you shush it.
Is there a defend action?
Yes.
Oh, I don't see that. Anyway, doesn't matter.
All right. Yeah. So that leads us to Joss.
Trying to think, do we want to kill these two real quick and investigate more, or do I want to talk to them? I don't think we're going to get anything out of them. They don't know shit. So I asked one of them, "Where's your big guy?"
All right, that will be your main action then. And they respond,
Who cares? Get out of here. It's mine.
"Why are you here?"
Food.
"I give you food, you leave."
Shut up.
Bonus action time. Oh, I don't have no bonus action.
oh, we'll switch that around. Bonus action just to talk is okay.
Okay. How far are they from me?
20 feet.
Movement. I haven't have a movement yet, so I jump forward with both my short swords drawn. And this is just as a character acting, guys. But I'm gonna attack.
All right, I need an attack roll.
Fucker.
Hey, man. Play your role.
9.
9 to hit. Does not hit.
I know. I only get one action. Sucks. I missed Dwarf.
You are level. That is fitting. But you are also level 1, so.
I know. Still, Dwarf did better damage than first level. Well, I never really had it at first level, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I stabby, stab.
Alrighty. So you attempt to stabby stab and missed. It is now on Raiden.
How far am I from the goblins?
You are 20, 40, 60 feet away.
I'd like to move forward.
You only have 30 feet of movement, so
Yep, so he
About
closes
halfway.
half the gap. Yep.
Can I see the goblins?
They are, as you can kind of see here, they are around the bend, so you can only see Carwin, and you can kind of see the backside of Joss.
So I cannot.
Next.
Almost done.
What's the 30 seconds?
So that's the turn time,
Oh,
but it's okay. I'm gonna, for sake of, we're gonna kind of ease into that. For sake of, we got new players, so I'm not gonna be strict on that. I'll be a little more on those that are more experienced. So no worries. Yeah, I got a little guy right here too to keep track. So no worries. Okay, no, you're fine. Appreciate it. So that will lead to Goblin A, that leads to Carwin.
I'm gonna attempt to. Sneak attack's probably not gonna work, but I'm gonna use my rapier. 10.
All right, and just for sake of, are we attacking top or bottom?
Which one's across from me?
So that'll be bottom. But yeah, 2 hit at 10 actually does not hit.
Okie dokie.
So Marshall, on your end, top is going to be A and bottom is going to be B, just so everybody knows reference. So now it is on to Goblin A. And Goblin A is going to attack Joss with the scimitar in his hand. And holy smokes, that's a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
oh, you gonna kill somebody first session?
Sure, why not?
And yeah, surprisingly, that's 7 damage.
Ooh,
Shit.
yeah, I'm hurting.
That's
It's another thing I'm not used to. I used a guy with half the most hit points.
All right, and then on to Morgana.
I'm gonna move forward.
Show you. Nick left us a really good review and tip this.
Well, you can't see the goblins.
No duh.
Well, there you go.
Marshall said hi. She said hi. All right. So Morgana, you moved your 25 feet. So again, you can see the backside. And for sake of range, if you did want to do any type of healing, you can, for record.
How much?
Well, you can.
How much?
Yeah.
Oh, it shows 25 on here.
How far was Joss from me?
She's only got 25 feet.
So Joss is going to be about 15 to 20 feet away. Because of moving 25, that leaves 35. So yeah.
Cast.
Yeah, got 25 feet. I was going to say that. I was going to say that, but I held my tongue.
No, she's got 25 feet, but that's what it says.
Yep.
3 wounds and cure. So now you have to roll the 1d8.
That'll be maybe my only one assist this game.
So she got.
I got 13.
Okay.
That
So,
doesn't work for over, right? So he's maxed.
yeah, he's back. Yep, back to max.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, on to Goblin B, who is going to, if my thing wants to work, he is going to attack Carwin. And Jesus, 17 to hit.
Can I attempt to dodge that?
You cannot because you took a full action.
Okay. It's
All right, and that is, dear Lord, I'm sorry, 8 damage.
good Lord have mercy.
Apparently, I've got the dice today,
Yeah,
so I do apologize.
Apparently.
that's what happens when you're a DM.
Not always. We foiled Marshall quite a few times on our dice roll.
Dice.
Yeah. All right, back to Acton.
Dwarf Prince, Marshall. Dwarf Prince.
Now that everyone's passed me in that direction, I'm going to sort of back my way down the hallway, just guarding the rear, if you will, still facing that direction, yeah. But getting a little closer to the action.
Ready?
And defending.
All right, so on to Joss.
Josh is going to attack again. Oh, son of a bitch!
Yeah, 10 to hit does not do it.
Are you playing a non-violent character also?
Yeah, no kidding. It's a fucking ranger. How's a ranger miss a freaking goblin standing right in front of him?
He's not at range.
They're wily little things.
He should have stayed back and shot his bow.
Any bonus actions or no?
No. I hit bonus actions, it doesn't say anything. Actions in combat, 2 weapon fighting, that's all it says in bonus action.
Okay.
Start thinking what you're gonna do.
So yeah, so when you attack, since you're holding 2 one-handed weapons, as a bonus action, you can attack with the light melee. So you can attack again since you are 2-armed.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, great. 12.
So that was my bad, but yeah, that does not hit.
Of course not.
All
So
right.
excited. I
Yeah.
just can't hide it.
On you,
I
Raiden.
know.
I would like to move forward.
All right, so you can come up the rear. But
Can I attack him?
Sorry.
Can I roll to hit with my hand axe?
That went over most everybody. Okay. Exactly what he said.
Working on it. Where is it at?
Yeah, I appreciate it.
There you go.
Probably not.
Yeah,
That's a
that is
6.
not going to do it. Well, I will say, for sake of, if that's what you want to do, you do have the ability to cast a few spells. I don't know if any of them are useful, but just saying.
Gotta have magic missile.
Yes.
I don't think I have any spells as a bonus.
Probably.
Sacred Flame a bonus action?
It'll say BA next to it if it is.
Yeah, I'm checking for you.
Nope.
Searing Smite does come up as a bonus action.
I'll try that.
All
I roll
right.
to hit.
So for this, when you look at your, that is
Targeted.
Closest one
where
to
did that
me.
go? Searing Smite is, yeah, that's a bonus action. That is just a Constitution save.
So do I press the
So
1d6?
yeah, you can hit the cast button, so that way it uses one of your spell slots, and then yeah, hit the 1d6 button, and that will determine. And then you got to let me know: is it going to be the top or bottom, blue or green, A or B?
Closest to my miniature.
Well, you're kind of in between both of them.
Just pick one.
All right, so go ahead and hit that 1d6.
I did. It was a 5. Yeah, 5.
Okay, so that does 5 damage, and then let's see, the save is a Constitution, which I don't.
Yes.
Oh no, Yeah.
Extra shit.
You're not the DM anymore.
Yeah, but Dan's got a learning curve, so give him some slack.
Yeah, no, I was that was my bad. I did miss that. Yeah, the other one is a touch. So I was thinking of Sacred Flame, not that. Okay, it's my bad.
That's all right.
It's my turn over.
Yes, but yep. In case I make boo boos. So for that, I did give you your spell slot back just for sake of it, unless you do want to still cast it.
I'll cast it for my next turn.
Okay. All right. So that'll continue on to Carwin.
All right, I'm gonna take a step back.
Disengage. Action.
Yep, and then use my short bow.
Okay.
12 hit.
12 does not hit. You guys need to.
Shit.
Holy smokes.
All right, that's my turn then.
All right. On to Goblin A, who is going to attack. And hopefully a 15 does not hit on Joss.
Arm class is 15.
All right. So that is a hit.
Of course.
And that is a 1.
I needed that.
Yeah. Return of the favors or of the die. On to Morgana.
I'm gonna cast Bless.
Alrighty. And I believe at level 1 you can select. I should know this by heart.
3 creatures.
Yeah, is it 3?
Mm,
So you can. Which 3 do you want to bless?
the front line 3.
Yep, frontline 3.
Alright. So that will be Carwin, Joss, and Raiden.
That helps on saving throws and attack.
roll. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Roll a d4.
You can roll a d4. Yep.
Mm, needed that last turn.
And is it every turn you can use a d4? I can't remember. Or just
So
one?
yeah, so long as that bless remains,
Mm.
which shouldn't be a problem with her in the back lines.
So stay where you're at.
All right. Any bonus action?
I think she has bonus actions.
I
Right?
do. I have healing word as bonus action.
You're out of spell slots, so.
You're right.
Welcome to first level. She did one thing. Oh, I'm done.
All right.
You have your weapons, so you can attack them.
I have a crossbow. No, shit.
You also have these though. I forgot about those. So those aren't bonus actions, these are one action, so you can use any of those at will.
I know.
Okay. So
I know. Dad, I know. I know. Dad,
next turn.
No good.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. On to Goblin B, who is going to basically step up and approach Raiden. He's going to take a stabbity stab. Dear Lord. 22 to hit.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I took a step back, so he could probably get through a little bit easier.
Opportunity. Yeah,
Yep.
if he passes by me.
Yeah. And that's 4 damage.
So we get our attack of opportunity now.
He had to go past me to get to Raiden.
So you roll your attack.
Well, yeah, only. Well, you're. Yeah. Okay.
Do I take 4 health off?
Yes.
Yep. I rolled a 7. I can't fucking hit shit.
No, you cannot.
I get an attack of opportunity as well.
You have a short bow.
Alright.
You stab with an arrow.
Yeah. You say you can try.
I have a dagger. I have a rapier too.
Not the rapier. I'd give you the dagger.
All right,
Is it equipped?
That is the question.
crit?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a crit?
It's a crit.
Let me. All right. I will definitely let you go ahead and roll it.
With the opportunity attack, do you still get your D4?
7 points of damage.
7 points. All right. So that guy is dead.
Good.
Fuck with me now, bitches.
That wouldn't have gave me enough. Right.
Yep. That was. Do you know how to fix that, Raiden?
Yeah.
Put the number in and hit heal.
Yeah, that was a DM blunder. For the record, he was supposed to attack Carwin, and I said Raiden. So it happens.
Hey, Marshall knows well about that.
I would have been really in trouble.
So no worries. Yeah, I would. I don't know. Dice are treating me well, but it is Acton's turn.
Acton!
I'll continue defending.
Alrighty, on to Joss.
Josh is just pissed off right now. He's just going to go fucking wild on this dude. Excuse my language. And he's going to attack. And I rolled a frickin' 4 again. Let's see if I
Well,
get
your
a bonus.
D4. Well, your D4 is not gonna.
It's not going to matter.
Nope. But you do get to roll again because you are dual wielding with the thingamajig.
8
All right, roll your D4.
and 2 more. 13.
All right, that hits.
Hey!
15 damage. 3 points plus 3 is 6.
All right. Now he is hurting quite a bit. On to Raiden.
How
Finish
close
him.
am I to Goblin A?
You can definitely move towards him.
I want to move towards him and attack.
All right. Well, let's roll an attack or 2 hit.
I think that hits.
Oh, that definitely hits. Is that a crit?
No, 18.
Does my thing quit loading?
There you got a plus 6. Sweet.
How you got a +6 at level 1? Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a plus 5 and I can't hit shit.
5
All right.
damage.
His
All
dad
right.
helped.
So he is dead. How would you like to do this? As our former DM used to ask.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's more than dead.
I don't think we have to add that.
No.
take my hand axe. I decapitate him.
All right. You see his head just flail up into the air, bounce off the wall, and his body just slouches over into kind of like a small cindering pile of ash.
Can I?
Taught him well, Brian.
Why so violent?
You should just say whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
Marshall, I haven't played D&D in almost 2 years. So
He's a
shush.
little violent there, this cleric.
2 years. I've been playing
Yeah, we
D&D
haven't
since
played a while.
I've been playing D&D since 1978.
All right. So on that, nobody is
I'm going to
in battle.
investigate this little area here where we found them and them. Oh, sure. Now I roll a critical. 21 crit.
All right. One
Well, you don't need it.
So, for sake of post battle here, what you do find. Let me just go to my next screen. What you do find that the 2 goblins were fighting over was, yes, actually, an actual ration. There are 3 dead bodies that they were kind of picking over and through. As with those who were at the entrance, they too, especially the guy in the middle that had some metal armor, and the weapons that they were using, you could see where all the sword holes were punctured through their armor. Warhammer is broken on the ground, another sword is broken in half, and then what appears to essentially be a cleric has a broken quarterstaff on the ground next to her. It looks like they can kind of like set up camp here. You can tell the bodies have been sitting here for quite some time, because they had basically like tree stumps set up that they were sitting at. They had a fire pit there, and whatever it is that looks like they may have been cooking over this fire is long since been eaten. And then, yeah, what was left is what the 2 goblins were fighting over, which again was a single ration.
But the goblins' weapons were doing damage to us. Their weapons are not effective.
Yes, I mean they're crude, they're jagged, crooked knives by all means, but or scimitars to be more precise. But they're of poor quality by any means,
Yeah,
even though
they're
they are
better-
effective weapons
better than what this-
compared.
Yeah, that's what I
Yes,
was saying. We
Is it-
gather up what shitty weapons they have, anyways, because at least they're not falling apart.
but beyond that, that is, that is all that is here. So you as
prisoners back.
Yeah,
Yes.
slice their
If
throats.
they're there.
Go out.
They'll
get
be there
and head back.
unless a bear or a wolf got a hold of them.
Or they escaped somehow.
Guess we'll see when you guys get back.
Snatch out the babies, clerics. Let's roll. I
I'll
got.
grab a baby.
I grabbed 2 baskets of food.
I'm grabbing a child by its foot.
That's great.
Grab the baby gently so it can show the life cleric how to deal with it.
I'll take the baby from her and trade her the 3 chickens that I've got tied up.
Cleric. To preserve life.
God, don't
You
have
want
kids,
me to
woman.
hold both of the babies, actually.
That's great. For sake
I'm
of next
sorry for your
session,
children.
for next session, Morgana is inspired for session 2. Just because I enjoyed that so much. Or you are inspired going forward here. I'm marking it on your character sheet now.
Grab the baby by the foot.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Let's go back. Let's go
Yes,
back to
Dad.
our tied up.
All right, just
Little
for
goblin.
sake of just to recount, because I was not taking notes at that time. What are you guys taking back out of the cave, outside of the 2 babies and the 3 chickens?
And the
3 baskets of food, right?
Okay.
And any weapons that are better than what the
It's-
villagers and guys.
Yeah,
are
it's
using.
all crude, like monster created, goblin created, or orc created.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't fall apart.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Well, just they're crudely created weapons. They're not made by.
Excuse me.
But they're better than what they're using now. So
Fair enough. Well then,
Huh? That's a good question. I hadn't thought of that yet.
typically it's human.
Yeah, typically. Yeah. We'll go with that. I hadn't considered that. I would have just been orc if that was an option, but.
Oh,
He's too tall for that.
I'm small for a half orc.
Yeah, and his intelligence is a little too high to be anything otherwise.
I'm half goblin.
Yeah.
No.
We'd have to switch some stats around real quick.
Yeah.
Or tell you what, I can drop down your intelligence if you want.
Oh, geez.
Half tiefling, half orc.
Tiefling, yeah.
That's concerning.
Well, that definitely put him down more of the chaotic path.
I'm half orc, half elf, half
Man, bear, pig.
right, half human, half ling.
It's half everything.
Yeah. Half man, half bear, half pig.
Are you half a man? No, I'm half a ling.
All right. So, for sake of argument, then there would be 3 scimitars that you would have taken back with you. And I'm just double checking one thing. Make that 4 scimitars that are of note.
Matthew,
Again,
what's your strength?
They're kind of crooked. They're not well made.
My strength is 18, and I have a +4 modifier.
Well, I'm just wondering about strength as far as carrying scimitars. You might be able to want to carry that stuff.
I'm
then.
carrying a baby.
Yeah, encumbrance is fine. You're fine.
Okay, cool.
Not gonna get that detailed into it.
All right.
All right. So you guys have left the cave. You have returned to where you had the 2 goblins tied up.
I don't like that term you used. Had the 2.
Yeah, well, I rolled the check. One of them, the one you guys were talking to that you left ungagged, chewed his way out and is gone.
I didn't leave him ungagged. I said I re-gagged him so he couldn't scream.
And,
We left him gagged, not knocked out.
Yeah. And
no, I said I took my short sword and bummed him in the head, knocked him out again.
Said he knocked him out and gagged him.
Yeah. I took the pommel of my short sword and hit him in the forehead.
well, no matter.
The big
Yes,
weld on
either
the
way,
forehead.
one of them had escaped. The other one is still there.
Bullshit. Damn it! Didn't want one of them to get away.
Is the rope still there? Did we get our rope back?
Yes, the other one is kind of torn and frayed and would not be reliable.
Okay. I will consider my rope to be gone then.
We'll buy you new rope. All
What
right.
do we do with the other one?
I got him tied up, pig tied, and I'm dragging him behind us as we go.
Okay.
You hear this boom, 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 boom. Ouch!
All right. So where do you guys go
Oh,
from
just
here?
Knocked out on a rock. The fort.
Yeah, we should
No,
probably
we gotta take the food. Yeah, take everything
Yeah,
back to the fort.
take the food to the farmer, then we take the rest of it to the fort.
What time of day
Take
is
a basket of food to the fort.
So it is night. It is. Yeah, we'll say about 9 p.m.
How far
It's a couple hours back to the village.
Yeah, 2 hours.
I say we might need a place to stay before we go back to the farmer.
How long was the trip to the farm?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Oh, so that's just right outside the village.
Yeah, it's not terribly far.
Well, I say go back to the farm. We can bed down there and give the farmer a basket of food back. Gag the babies.
All right. So, for sake of there is a tavern / inn called the Broken Barrel, or I'm sorry, that's a different city.
The Broken Owlbear?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's a ragtag. I was looking at one line above. There's a small, like I said, like with the rest of the town, it's kind of dilapidated. It's not the best that you guys will have. There is a barkeep that is there wiping down the counter. There's only a couple patrons in the bar. One is in the back corner, just kind of wallowing in his drunkenness. You just see him kind of swaying back and forth. She welcomes you in. Give me 1 second as to her name.
Not worried about the goblin unconscious.
Just getting there. I had to go look her up real quick. Her name is Vera.
I already bought this place. It's called the Vanguard.
You are far too poor to do that. Vera kind of looks at you, kind of surprised to see people coming in the door so late, and happens to see, outside of the fact that you're carrying 3 obnoxious chickens, but 2 goblins, 2 goblin infants, and another. She just turns around and says, "Get the hell out of here with that crap."
They cannot do harm to you. We have them bound and tied.
They've been here stealing our stuff for longer than I care. Get out.
We took everything that they stole from you and brought it back here.
I don't care. They do not belong here. Get out with that.
We have to keep them for leverage.
I
They
don't
won't come
care.
back.
Get out.
Acton walks out.
I walk out.
I'm
Walking
walking
out.
out. Let's go see if
I turn around to say something to these guys, and they're all walking out. I'm like, man, what the fuck?
Everybody here is not too happy.
Okay.
Let's go back to Dravix.
I'm dragging that little piece of shit behind me again.
If he's a farmer, he's got to have a barn or something we can sleep in, if nothing else.
Feed them to the rats in the barn.
Yeah. All right. So, who wishes to disturb Dravik?
Not
And
me.
pound on his front door.
I'll do it.
All
Had the
right.
rogues, had the rogues sneak in and
Probably wouldn't do that.
Got the rogue sneaking and scare him half to death.
I'm pounding on the door while everyone's arguing.
All right.
who's got the highest charisma? That's who does it.
Mine's 8.
Yeah, it won't be you.
Mine's 19.
Not me.
Mine's 10, so
I have 15.
I'm 16.
19. Okay.
All right. Make a
19
decision.
will work.
All right.
I'll do it.
Does he answer the door?
Dravik does answer the door. He stumbles. He's like, "What the hell are you doing waking me up at middle of the night?
Here's
I'm
your
sleeping."
chickens.
Here's your food.
Oh, awesome.
Chickens.
We need a place to stay. It's late.
Okay.
taken
He
Rubs his
care of.
eyes. And he kind of looks at you guys and says, "Thanks for the chicken." Chickens.
Yes, there's chickens.
All right, put him out. Put him out back. Or shut him up. What in the God's name is that noise?
Which one?
All of it.
Stop staring at my boobs.
Babies
Where'd you get babies?
in the cave.
In the cave.
Whose babies are they?
Goblins.
Babies.
I've tried
What
to
the hell did you bring them back here for?
We're
leverage.
going to torture them.
I'm not torturing the babies.
We are.
They're babies. It's not their fault.
You guys are evil.
They're going to
Welcome
grow
to
up
the
and attack
world
you
of
later.
Disney.
They'll just grow up and attack you later.
They don't belong here.
No, that's why we need
Why didn't you kill them? They've been stealing from us and murdering our cattle.
Do you see this
Well, we've
6'10"
killed the
guy
other
here?
ones.
Are you
Won't let
prepared to
us.
kill babies?
Do you see the 6'10" orc here? He won't let us.
I can't kill babies either, but they're goblins.
We will
Wait.
take care of them. Can we stay in your barn?
Can we stay in the barn?
Yeah, they're not. You don't bring them in this house.
No, we will not.
Go sleep in the barn.
Fine.
That's fine.
Sleep with the fodder.
We will.
Yeah.
We'll take care of the payment tomorrow.
Where do you want chickens?
Tie them up. I'll put them in back where they were.
In their
There's a
pens so
chicken
you can
coop.
steal 'em
Yeah,
again?
there's a chicken coop that you can toss them in.
Chimkin.
Chimkin.
That's what cats like. Cats like chimkin. My
Mm,
work cat likes chimkin.
All right. So with that, and considering the time that we are at, everybody can hit that long rest button. Restore your spell slots as well as your hit points. Again, Morgana will be inspired until she chooses to use that elsewhere. I hope everybody had a good time. I look forward to next week already. Already got stuff geared up, ready to go. I guess, yeah. What do you guys think?
It was fun.
Interesting.
All right,
Yes.
stream. We really appreciate you guys hanging out and watching with us. We are gonna go ahead and dip out. We'll be back next week, same time, 6 o'clock, and stick around to see what the Fated Few get into next.
Same
Thanks.
goblin channel.
Everybody say goodbye, stream.
Goodbye.